Okay, welcome back to our lesson on Python programming. Today, in our lesson, we are going to continue with control structures. And this time around, we'll use loops. In Python, we have two types of loops. We have the for loop and the while loop. Unlike in C, where we have for loop, while loop, and the do while loop. So today we are going to see how to use the for loop and the while loop, and as well as how to apply break and continue statements in Python. Okay, without wasting a lot of time, we are going to move to the first example, which will be writing a program that takes in 5 numbers, sums them up, and then prints the result as sum. Okay, so let's go and see how we can do that in Python. So what we'll do is we'll start by first of all declaring a variable called sum, which initially will be 0. Okay, we assign 0 to it. So we'll write this program using a for loop and then using a while loop. So we have that, and then we have for. So in Python, we'll start with for. We have our counter, which is I. Our counter in this case is I in range. So we'll give the range. In this case, we are to sum up just 5 numbers. So our range will be, we'll write 6, meaning it starts from 1 and ends at 5. Okay, for the range. That's what we'll do. Okay, so that is going to be our range. So, and then we'll put column. Column. So what we'll do is we'll also declare a variable called num. Num is going to be the numbers that will enter each time. Okay, and that number, let's just call it a float. Let's consider that it's a float, and then we'll input in quotes. Now we'll say enter a number. Okay, enter a number, and each time we enter the number, what are we going to do? Each time we enter the number, we will assign sum. That number, we'll add it to sum. So we'll add it to sum, or let me put it this way, for better understanding, sum plus the new number that was entered. Initially, sum is 0. So when you enter the first number, it's going to be, the new sum will be 0 plus the number just entered. So we'll keep doing that looping until, and then after that, now we'll print the result as the sum. So we may put in, we'll put in bracket the sum is sum. Okay, close our bracket. Simple as that. Okay, so let's run and see how it looks like. Oh, what is the problem? Oh, we did not close. There's an error, you see. This was not closed, so we have to close it because we had open, close, but we did not close the second. Sorry about that. So that's why. Okay. So So enter, I'll just be entering 1 so that are the result. So each time you ask for a number, we already have 5. Oh, the range I give 5 instead, 6 instead of 5. So it starts from 1 to 5. Okay. So, but I think with that our program is okay. So we can enter 1 each time. Okay. So we can also decide that we use a loop, just enter number so that we know when we enter the first number, we know we have entered the first. So I will use this formatted string with I here, and then I put F here. So let's see what it looks like. It's supposed to be close. Or we may put even the condition for range. We may decide that it starts from 1 and ends at 6, at 5. Okay, let's do it this way so that I will need not indicate. So the first number I will enter 1, number 2 you see 3, 4, 5, and that is it. The sum is 5.0. So our program works for the for loop. Now let's do the same. Let's write the same program but using a while loop. Okay. So I will need all of this. I will copy it and use later. So the modification we're going to do is that we'll start with our I. I should start from 1. Okay. And then instead of, so the condition will be that while, for the while loop we'll say while I is less than 6, or let's say less than or equals to 5. It will keep looping. Okay, it will keep looping. Okay, until it will keep looping until we get the result. That's just the difference, and then each time I has to increment by 1. So I has to increment by 1. Or you can still write it this way. This statement still means I plus 1. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, so let's try and see. I'll enter the first number 1, second 1, third 1, fourth 1, fifth 1, and we see that the result, it does the same thing. So that is it about the while loop, the for loop, and the while loop. Now we need to see how we can use continue and break. Okay, so break is used to exit a loop, while continue keeps skipping. We continue, it skips the iteration. Okay, so which kind of example can we use that will help us to use break and continue? So I'm still trying to think of an example where we can do that. Which program? Okay, we'll write a program that will take in numbers oh my god, we'll take in numbers from 0 to 10, and when we get when we get we'll skip even numbers each time. Each time we get an even number, we'll skip. But if the number is not even, we print. Okay, we print. We print the number. When it is even, we skip. Okay. Once we get a number that is even, or let me put it this way instead. Let's write a program that will stop once we get an even number. Okay, that is, it will be printing the numbers. Once we get an even number, it breaks, it stops, it goes out of the loop. Okay, otherwise it will keep continuing. So to do that, we'll just use a loop. Okay, we use a loop, and we use a for loop for I in a range 10. Okay, so if I the condition will be to verify if I is even first of all, and to do that we'll say I mod of 2 equals to 0. If mod of 2 is equals to 0, what do we do? What it means the number is even, so we have to skip. Okay, we have to skip. So to skip, anyway, let me just do a print to make it easy. Skip even number. So, and we'll use continue to do that. That is to skip the loop. Otherwise, else we simply break. Else we will simply break. Okay. And breaking means that the loop will write. Okay, maybe I will write a statement. I'll print and say break the loop. Instead, I would prefer that we continue when it is not even. Okay, and then we break the loop when I equals to okay. So let's see how it goes. Oh, there's a problem with range. What is the problem? Oh, I did not write in. I in range. Okay. So let's sorry about that. So we see it has written break at loop I equals to 0. So once the loop breaks at loop I equals to 0, so we can change it, and then we only print when it is even. So you see, skip even number because the first number was even. Okay, 0 mod 2. We may decide that okay, it starts from 1 and ends at 10. Okay, you see it prints, you see break at the loop I equals to that. So that is it about loops. In our next lesson we'll see how to use, we'll learn about functions. Yes, we'll do functions, or what we call subroutines. We'll work on procedures and functions. Okay, so for now we are going to give you an assignment. I'm going to give you an assignment, and our assignment will be for you to do these exercises. You write a program that prints all the positive integers from 10 to 20. Write a program that prints even numbers from 1 to 20. Write a program that sums up input until 0 is entered. So that is it for our class, for this class. Okay, see you in our next class. And please, if you are not yet a member of this channel, please subscribe so that you can receive videos from us, lessons from us, and it will go a long way to encourage us and to cause the YouTube algorithm to recognize our videos and spread them. So thank you very much for your time, and see you in our next class.